Hello. I know this won't be a surprise to all of you, but I think that sometimes I can be a little bit slow on the uptake. It often takes a while for the penny to drop for me. An example of this is something that I've been mulling over since very close to the start of lockdown. The question in my mind grew out of a conversation in one of our Zoom Bible studies where we were discussing the letter of James. One of James's key messages is that faith which does not show itself in care for those around us is worthless. James calls it a dead faith. He says, "What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have a faith but has no deeds? Can such a faith save them? Suppose a brother or sister is left without clothes and daily food, and one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, keep warm and well fed,' but does nothing about their physical needs. What good is it? In the same way, faith, if it's not accompanied by action, is dead." One of our group shared how her neighbour who works for the health service, when he got off a shift, would often check to see if anyone needed any shopping, as he could still get out and many of them couldn't. And then the question came, that if our neighbours are doing all of this good stuff, those people who don't claim to have a faith, then what is the difference between them and the church? I hope that we resolved the question in the Bible study to everyone's satisfaction, but I was left uneasy. You see, the church are supposed to be the people doing this stuff, and yet we look around and see that all of our neighbours are doing it. And I began to wonder what the distinctiveness of the church is in these times. We've all seen the way that communities have pulled together in support groups, ensuring that those who are shielding, those who are vulnerable, those who just can't get out, are supported. That prescriptions are delivered, that urgent shopping has been done so that no one goes without a cup of tea or something more important, that healthcare workers are supplied with cakes to cheer them up and healthy home-cooked meals. What on earth is our place in all of this? I mentioned this in a supervision meeting and was encouraged to hear that my supervising minister had been asking the same questions. And together we looked at Mark chapter 9, verses 38 to 40, which go like this. "Teacher," said John, "we saw someone driving out demons in your name, and we told him to stop because he was not one of us." "Do not stop him," Jesus said, "for no one who does a miracle in my name can in the next moment say anything bad about me. For whoever is not against us is for us." And I began to realise that the letter of James doesn't say that we should be the only people doing this good stuff, just that our faith means that we should be counted among the people. And we are. We're numbered amongst our neighbours. We're part of this larger community, taking people to hospital and fetching shopping for those who are locked away. And we have been for a while. We've been the people who've been feeding the homeless at the soup run and giving food bank groceries for families who are struggling, and supporting the night shelter and the women's refuge, and giving help to people through Citizens Advice and Citizens Colchester and so many other community initiatives. It's just that it seems that thankfully there are so many more of us now doing the work. And that's good news, because it means that the work of the kingdom gets done and more workers are needed in this time. It means that perhaps we, the people who are supposed to be caring for our neighbours, will learn again how to do the work of caring. And perhaps we might learn how to care for some who we miss sometimes. It means, I think, that as our neighbours doing this work align themselves with kingdom values, maybe they will grow closer to the kingdom. And there might be a greater bond and an understanding between us all on the other side of lockdown. And that would be a blessing to us all. So God bless you all now, and keep safe.